Hello, what's up guys? Gids here, and for this video I'm going to be giving all of the tips and tricks that I've learned. Well, tips and tricks for beginners that I've learned while playing Kuni for around 5 days. So within 5 days I was able to reach level 53 and 300k combat power. Alright, so everything here is a collection of what I've tried, what I've learned, and what I've experienced within the game. So feel free to let me know if there's any other additionals that you want to know or you have learned from playing the game yourself. Okay, let me know in the comments. Right, so without further ado, let's start off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 would be your XP or leveling. How do you actually level up within the game? Okay, what do you do? So from level 1 up to around, I think, level 36, 37, or 38, you will be able to just do your main story quest, which is your orange quest over here on the top left. And you can alternate it with the reputation quest, which is the blue colored quest. Okay, so just alternate between those two and keep doing those until you get stuck at around level 37, I think. By the time you hit level 37, you can start doing your Swift solution. Okay, the thing with Swift solutions is that let's travel into this location. So you get an information on this one. So Swift solution XP. So this one are Swift solutions, and you can see here it rewards you XP. The thing with this is that it scales with your current level. So the XP reward scales with your current level. So for example, the XP that you will receive 5 levels ago will be smaller than the XP that you will receive after 5 levels of leveling up. That's why it's always recommended that you do your Swift solutions at the end of your play session. So if you're going to end in around 5 minutes, then do this thing. Okay, because this is where you will get more efficiency on your XP. The other one is joining a kingdom. So at level 16, you will be able to join a kingdom. Joining a kingdom will help you be able to buy XP from the store. So you can just go to area over here, general store. So from the minion, okay, so just move over here to area, the general store manager, and you will be able to buy XP over here. So for example, this one, you can buy it 5 times usually per day. So for me, it's 62,000 XP per 10 guilders. Okay, so this one, you buy it 5 times at the end of your play sessions. This is around 300,000 XP. So that's a lot of XP when you're stuck already, or you're at the end of your play session and waiting for the reset. So this one resets every day. Okay, so to get Gilder, you can get it from donating and checking in your kingdom. Okay, so how to do that is you basically go over here for the kingdom donation box. So you're going to donate gold, also obsidians and prisms. Okay, obsidian and prism can be obtained through familiar adventures. More on that later on. And then here's where you check in. So when you check in over here, you will be receiving your daily reward. Okay, so once you've hit all those stuff and you're basically done for the day, what you can do is, which is the next tip that we have, it's AI mode. So what you do with AI mode is that you go to a particular place. It's always better to do it on Chaos Field. So go to the settings or menu, challenge and Chaos Field, and go to a place that you can level up pretty easily. So based on your level and based on your current combat power. For me, I can do, I like doing the dark element over here. Floor 3 dark element because it drops the spade gems. So if you're wondering how to check what the loot tables are, you can just long press on the enemies. For example, for this one, I'm after this one, spade. The spade gems. So I'll just AFK over here, and you can actually log out while the game is still playing, which is what they call in the game the AI mode. So you just click on menu, and then click on this thing over here, this icon over here, and it will show here how many hours you have left for AI mode. And then you can just click on AI in current area, and the AI will just farm, and then the game will close. Okay, so that's very good for the people who want to turn off their PCs. And so that's 4 hours for your character to farm on its own. You don't have to check on it. You don't have to leave the game open for it to farm. Okay, and while you're doing that, pop your XP potions, XP potions will usually be over here, or the energy drinks. Energy drinks, you can also buy them from the shop. So go to shop and basic shop, and there it is, potions. So this is the energy drink, and it gives you 700% more XP, gold, and prizes when battling opponents. So it's always good to use it over at this place. So you can also just press it over here and use however amount you want. And yeah, once you get back to your character, you might have 1 to 2 levels already, and you can continue with your main story and your reputation quest. Okay, so that's it for all XP related items. Let's move on to the next tip. Tip number 3. Tip number 3 would be the records. So this is an easy way to get combat power. Okay, so if you click on records and you click record over here, you'll be able to see there are 4 tabs over here. So there are soul stones, specialties, vistas, and chests. For the soul stones, this is where you kill mobs to get their souls. So basically, you can click on them, click on the mob, click on go now, and you will be able to find this mob or minions or enemies, right? So every kill, well, there's a percentage chance for them to drop their souls. For example, over here, you're just going to auto over here, and well, these are the lower level spots, which is, there you go, which is always going to drop you the soul stones and not much else, right? Because, well, they're level 6, I'm level 53. But once you do that and fill up your records for the soul stone and receive 5-star for each mob, you'll be able to receive some rewards over here. For example, this one, you can obtain gold potion. For 12 stars is another gold pouch, and for 15 stars you get a summon coupon. So once you 5-star everything, actually you'll be getting a lot of summon coupons from these ones. Also, you can see here on the bottom left corner, we have a bonus combat power over here, which is 3,300 for what I have right now. So you actually get bonus stats for completing this one. If you click on this one and click this, you will see that you receive bonus stats from completing this one. So from 1 star, it's +6. At 6 star, it's +66. So it's a different stat for each mob. Okay, so for example, this one is Earth Attack, right? So yeah, it's a different one for each of them. Okay, so that's for the soul stones. Next is for the specialties. Specialties are again from different regions. I'm not actually sure how you get this stuff, but it says here you can find it from treasure chests in the area. Okay, so you can get them from the treasure chest in Southern Heartland. So how do you find treasure chests? You just basically explore the area. Let's see if we can find one over here. Okay, so this is a chest over here, and there's a chance for you to obtain those materials that are in that records. Okay, so that's how you collect it, which is much harder than farming soul stones. Okay, so an additional tip for soul stones, you can use the aroma item to increase the drop rates of soul stones. Okay, soul stones and specialties. Okay, so you can use this one, aroma focus. I think there was a free one from the pre-registration event, right? And also you can buy it in the shop, as well as the energy drinks, but I don't really recommend buying this one. I don't think it's worth it, right? So yeah, that's it for the soul stones and specialties. The next one over here is the vistas. Okay, vistas and chests. So this one also gives you a lot of bonus combat power. So vistas are the things that you can find around the map. I'll show it later. And chests are usually also found around the map. So these chests are going to be giving you some rewards, and then it's going to give you some stats. Okay, so how do you find these things? Let's move around. Let's move around Southern Heartlands. Okay, so this is what a vista would look like. I think there's a lot of tutorials already on YouTube on how to obtain these ones or how to find them for each of the areas in the game. Basically, what you need to do is you just click on it and it will unlock a new cinematic for you, and you will be able to gain the rewards afterwards. So yeah, that's it for the records. So if you total the total bonus combat power that we get over here, so that's 3,000, and that's around 2,000. That's total of 5,000 plus 4, 5, 9,500, right? And another 5,000. So that's around 14k power. So that's a pretty significant amount, right? Next step is channel hopping on boss fights. So whenever you go to the field boss, okay, so the field boss, you can access it from challenge and then field boss. Okay, so from here you can actually fast travel and switch channels. So each channel actually has its own field boss. What you can do once you defeat the field boss in your channel, you can hop to other channels and defeat the field bosses over there and still receive the rewards. It's important to do this one because you will be receiving a lot of these things that you put in your records on specialties for each bosses. So you have this one. Okay, and then for this one you have this thing. Right, and again, you also get a bonus accessory. It's possible to get the 4-star accessories over here. Okay, and also you get the medals that is necessary for you to buy skills. When you go to shop and then domination medal, it's over here. So you can buy these things. Okay, you can buy them and yeah, unlock the skills that you need. So it's either an active skill or a passive skill like the attack aura or the class specific tomes that you need for your character. Okay, so that's for field bosses and maximizing your field boss. Next step is on weapon or armor crafting. So there is actually a free-to-play way to gain equipment. So it's not just through summoning. Okay, so what you can do is go to this NPC over here. What's his name again? This guy. So you just move here from the map over here on the left side, or you can just click your notifications if it's available, right? And then go to this guy, craft weapons and armor. So be careful on this one because it's going to use your Terite, and Terite is very important. It's a very important currency, and it's also the farmable currency that is going to be linked to the blockchain technology that they are going to implement soon. Okay, so this one is pretty hard to get. You can get it from Chaos Fields and Chaos Gates, also from missions, completing missions, but you're not going to have a lot of these ones by the end game. Okay, by the end game, like for now, for me, I only have 51. Also, you can get it from Familiar Adventures as well, but it's pretty rare to show up. But anyways, you can get it from this one. You can get weapons and armors, and there's also a PT system on this one once you get 200 crafts. Okay, so 200 crafts combined with armor and weapons. So for example, if you had 100 crafts for armor, 100 crafts for weapon, then you will have the guaranteed craft at the end of that session. Okay, so this is how free-to-play players will be able to get their weapons and armors. Next step is to create alt characters or level up your alt character. So what you do is you click on the menu, click on settings, and click on account and click select character. As you can see with mine, I have everyone at least level 20. So why are they at least level 20? So let's get back into the game and show you. So for every level breakpoint, you get a reward for class grades, which is level 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, basically. So that's grade 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what's the benefits of this one? So at level 20, you will be able to get an inventory expansion over here for 25 slots. Yeah, so for each character that you have, you can have up to 100 total for the 4 alts plus 25 for your main. And once you also reach level 40 for your main, you get another 25. So this is important because everyone will always run out of space once they get to the later stages of the game, and so far there is no storage system in the game, so yeah, that's very useful. Next step is the auto skill. So there are labyrinth challenges. Okay. Labyrinth challenges that says you need to complete them using only basic attack. Okay, not this one. let's look for one. For example, this one. It says clear only using basic attacks, but sometimes when you actually do your auto, okay, so once you're here, right, and you want to use only your basic attacks and don't use your skills, and you try to actually just tap your basic attack, it will still use its skills, right? So you can see here it's using the skills on its own. So what you can do is you can just long press this one, the auto attack button over here, and then click on auto skill and familiar skill usage. So if you can see here, it's automatically, or it's turning, so it means it's automatically used whenever it's available during auto. Okay, so you can disable it using this method, okay, and enable it using this method. Always remember to click on complete over here to complete the setup. What you can also do is click on semi. This way, it's not going to use any skills, so it's just going to use basic attack. Okay, so this is how you can complete those labyrinth challenges easier. Alright, next tip. Okay, for your next tip is the easiest way to get some familiars. So if you go around the map, you will be able to see these brighter fly things that are flying around. Just click on them or interact with them. Go close and interact. Come on, let me interact. Okay, and then a familiar would show up. And you will have the chance to tame it by clicking the interact button again. And you're going to feed them some biscuits. Okay, once you confirm, wait for it to get successful. And there you go. So I got it. Right, so I got the new familiar. It's a 1-star familiar. Okay, so it's another collection to my familiars over here. Okay, so well, I have a lot of new ones over here, but it's one of these guys, right? And the way for you to get some biscuits is go to shop, basic shop, and adventure item. Okay, so this is where you get the biscuits. So it depends what kind of biscuit you have to get for each kind of familiar, because you can get a random number of familiars. So far I was able to get up to a 3-star familiar from doing this method. I haven't gotten any 4 stars yet, but from my chat, I think they mentioned that they were able to get a 4-star from taming. So I think it's possible to get 4 stars. Okay, so this is a free-to-play way to get familiars.
Okay, next tip is a very important one, and it's something that all players should be noting. So especially for free-to-play players, when you're summoning, don't summon on the event banner if you can't reach the PT. PT points is 100, and for the special or guarantee rare, it's at 200 points. So don't use it on the event banner if you can't reach those points, because for the event banner, the loyalty points will reset once the event ends. It says it over here on the top left. Okay, so be careful on summoning on the event banner over here. Okay, unless you know you will hit 100 points or 200 points, then go ahead and summon on it. But if you can't, don't do it. Go on familiars and summon over here. Okay, so yeah, that's very important because you might lose all the summons or the PT that you've been building up. So yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay, and also to note here for the point system, you get 1 point for for summoning using diamonds, and you get 0.5 points if you summon using the tickets, this one, or the coupons. Okay, so that's how you reach the points. So it's 0.5 for every ticket, and it's 1 point for every 100 diamonds. Okay, so that's it for this one, but it's a very important one. So I hope not everyone's doing this one. Okay, so don't do the event one if you can't reach the PT. Okay, so next thing is for equipment enhancement transfer. So if you go to your equipment, polish, and enhancement, so for example on here, you accidentally enhanced an item. So for example this one, so you used an enhancement material and enhanced this one to +1. Okay, and you actually did not want this one to be upgraded to +1, or maybe you made some mistakes at early game and actually enhanced all your equipment. Well, don't worry about that one because you can actually transfer it. Okay, so for enhancement transfer, you select the weapon that you want to get the enhancements. Okay, so for example this one, or well, I have a +8 over here, I don't want to use it yet.
Okay, so for example, this one, the Dark Rifle, I want to get it to +1 maybe, or just transfer an enhancement that I used previously that I didn't want. So for example, this one, I'm going to transfer the +1 to it, to the Black Rifle or to the Dark Rifle over here. Okay, so what's going to happen is that we're going to consume the Light Rifle over here, and we're going to transfer the +1 from it into the Dark Rifle. Okay, so that's what's going to happen over here. Okay, and there you go. So now the +1 is now on the Dark Rifle, and now I don't have the Light Rifle. Okay, so a good thing to note over here is when you go to the records and collection for your equipment, there's actually a record over here for enhancements of materials or equipments. So once you get, probably later in the game, right? Once you upgrade your equipments, for example, this one, once you get them to +10, what you can do is actually transfer the +10 from this item into the 3-star, into the 4-star, right? Into the shiny. You can do that. Okay, so that's another level of efficiency if you're not really worried with your combat power, right? If you want to do it, then you can do it. You can start with the 1-star equipments. So you can enhance them first before you feed them into the higher star weapons. Okay, so that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. So I hope you learned something new today, and if you have any additional ones, let me know down in the comments below. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. I will try to answer them as best as I can and make a video on topics that probably need more explaining on the game. Okay, so with that, thank you very much for watching. See you again next time. Bye.